Hey, so today's session is going to be on releasing our legs through a combination of lymphatic flow, nerve activation, bone marrow activation, muscle release, all sorts of good stuff. So you're going to want to be wearing some thin, light fabric pants or short skin to skin contact, even better. So get that arranged and come on back to a seated position to your chair. Starting off with some breath exercise and grounding. Edge of the chair, ground down through the feet. Soften around the shoulders. And check in to release tension around the brow and jaw. Bringing hands forward, shoulders relaxed. Follow the inhale, open the arms, arch the back, chin up, cow tilt to the back. Exhale, press it close, tuck the chin in, work the fingertips forward, cat tilt to the back. Inhale, big open. Feel the pause at the end of the breath. Exhale, press it closed. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And come to release on the exhale and prime the pump, bending the elbows lightly to the sides and twist, keeping the gaze forward, following the breath. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On in center, release the arms down, press out through the fingertips. Inhale, hands up overhead. Intertwine the fingers, press the fist up towards the ceiling, light side bend. Take a few breaths and feel it expand a little bit more into one lung, expanding the ribs on one side. On up to the top and other side, breathe into the restriction. And on up to the top and bringing the hands down. Now we're going to get into the bone marrow, taking the base of one hand, layer the hands on each other, starting up at the top of the femur near the hip, and it's an action of pressure and down. Not too hard, not too soft, a nice kind of action. Up and down the femur. Just a few seconds will do it. Now we're going to do our shin. We can either do it from leaning in and taking the fingers up and down the shin, or if it's more comfortable, slide back in your chair, hug the knee in, and work the shin. Up and down a few times. Down and into the femur on the other leg. Palm of the hand, layer, and work it. Should be generating a little heat. The shin, either from leaning in and working it up and down, or come to hug the knee in and work the shin. into the edge of your chair. We're going to clear the back of the knee and the connector point of the hamstring muscle. Let's start by just doing a little test. Put on your sensitive fingers and just feel the backs of your knees and the hamstring, and just be aware of the softness, firmness. If it feels like there's a little fluid there. Now let's see what kind of changes we can create through the body. Take the fingertips to the back of one knee, and it's just a light pulling back of the skin to clear the fluid and stimulate the lymphatic system. So from the back of the knee and just a little bit up the hamstring, just a couple of inches. And release that. We're going to do the top of the leg. Put the fingertips near the knee and lightly pull the skin back across the quadricep. And from the hip flexor, and press it lightly down. And we're going to work it out through the calf. Fingertips once again behind the knee, this time pressing lightly down through the top of the calf. Just moving the skin, light strokes. And come to pump the calf, 1 or 2 hands. Light squeezes through the top of the calf and pattern with a heartbeat. And then grasping the calf and little tugs up. Lightly change your hand position, pulling that muscle away from the bone. Gentle firmness. And light strokes, move that lymph up the calf, into the back of the knee, up the hamstring. And let's do a little test. Put on your sensitive fingers and reach down to your calves and see if you've created a little softness through the calf we just worked. And come on back up. And we're going to work the muscle splints through the quadricep. Come to grasp the quadricep muscle and let it go. And working up and down, lifting the muscle, and let it snap on back up to the hip flexor, up and down. Clear the back of the knee. And let's test. Put on your sensitive fingers and feel the backs of the legs. See if you've cleared some fluid. come into figure 4, taking the ankle across the knee, ankle relaxed, and taking the fingers to palpitate into the foot, right through the arch. If there's any tenderness, take note. And you can compare it to the attached reflexology chart. And come to stretch all of the toes back and forward and back and forward. Again, we're going to wring out the foot, mid-foot flexibility, give it a little twist in both directions. Heel one way, follow the foot the other, wring it out a couple of times. Bring it on down, hug the knee in and roll out the ankle in both directions. And release it on down. We're going to work the other leg. Come to clear the back of the knee, fingertips, back of the knee, and a couple of inches up the hamstring. Light strokes, just pull the skin back. That, come to the top of the knee and lightly pull back from the hamstring, the quadricep. And hip flexor and down. Back of the knee and coming to the top of the calf. Light strokes from the back of the knee through the top of the calf. And pump the top of the calf. One or both hands, whatever feels better for you. Comfortable rhythm. And then grasping the calf and like tug it up. Brush the lymph up the calf, back of the knee. And we'll come to work through the quad muscle, grasping the muscle, pull it up from the bone and let it snap on back, up and down the leg, to the hip flexor and back down towards the knee. Clear the back of the knee. edge of the chair, figure 4, ankle across knee. And use the fingers to lightly palpitate into the arch of the foot. And come to stretch all the toes back and forth. Ring out the foot, ball of the foot one direction, working the heel the other, ringing out the midfoot. Release it on down. Good, and feel your muscles. Feel the backs of your legs. Notice any difference, tops of the calves. Did you create some softer, more fluid muscles? Move some fluid. Thank you for practicing with me today.